cold morning here on the south end of the Chesapeake Bay. We're going to go for a quick 6-mile paddle. Hope to do it in about an hour. In the meantime, I want to talk about two products that I think Garmin should make. Wow, everyone's putting boats in today. Two products I think Garmin should make. Let's go. I've talked before about how I don't really like launching from boat ramps. That's why I don't like boat ramps. I don't like anything. I like launching from beaches. And part of the reason is that it takes kayakers a long time to get going off of boat ramps. And so I try to do it pretty quickly, which I'm going to do today. But there is so much traffic at this boat ramp today. There's 3 boats lined up. I think they're all working. I think NOAA is not far from here, but still, I don't like boat ramps. We're going to do this quick. I really love paddling past no wake signs and making a wake. So this is kind of cool. This is a pretty urban put-in for me compared to what I'm used to. There's construction over there, there's highway over there. Norfolk is really surrounded by water. Any place you want to go, chances are you have to go over a bridge to get there, or through a tunnel, which makes access easy. I found a great online resource for public put-ins, which is not how I found that one, but super nice access, super easy access. Just going to get a nice paddle in, but it's an urban feeling, which is pretty different from what I am used to. Interestingly, something I neglected to do because I paddle on lakes so much historically, I didn't look at what the tide was doing today. It looked like it was pretty high, but it feels like it's ebbing. And so that means that I am breaking one of my rules. I'm paddling with the current to start. I should be paddling against the current to start. It's going to be a harder ride back than it is in. I'm moving at a fairly good clip. I should probably check the tide right now. Yeah, so I'm using multi-tide. Probably can't see that. And we're about an hour past high. And so we're gonna be, next low is at 3 o'clock. About 3 feet of vertical. So, and with all of these tight little entryways, it's going to make for strong current. And so, going to have to use some trickery to make it easier to get back here. For the 2 products that I want Garmin to make, one of them is really a feature. And the feature that I want, I think I've talked about this before, I want the ability to track my distance from 2 waypoints simultaneously. I don't think this would be that hard to do. And here's why I want it. In the middle of an open water crossing, it's important to know if you are closer to the shore you left or the shore you're going to. so that if there's an issue, you know which direction safety is closest. And it would be super simple to be able to do that by creating a waypoint at the start of the crossing and another one at the end of the crossing. Would be super useful. What I have done with friends is have one GPS on the start at the start point and my friend's GPS at the end point. And that way at any point we can see if we're moving fast enough, if we are closer to the departure or the arrival. And even more importantly is, are we moving sideways, which can happen in currents like I'm paddling in today. I may think that I'm going one direction, and I may be, but I may also be sliding in another direction. So that is the first feature that I really want Garmin to add to handheld GPSs and or watches. I don't think that one would be too hard. Okay. The other thing that I want came up, good to look around, because I was thinking about where I was paddling this morning. And there's a lot of boat traffic here, as you saw on that ramp. And I wanted the ability to transmit my position on a system called AIS, which is Automatic Information System, I believe. And that is something that I work with when I'm on sailboats, which transmits your position along with your boat information to the other boats in the vicinity. You can actually download an app and just track hundreds of thousands of boats across the globe. But it helps predict, first off, it shows other boat traffic where you are. For me, that's super useful because I am not that visible in compared to the fishing boats and the cruising boats and things like that. So it makes us more visible, but also it will calculate intercept possibilities, right? So if you're gonna come, a lot of them are set for sailboats to like go off if another boat is going to come within a mile of you. I wouldn't need a mile, I would probably need a half a mile, but still, that would be good information. But mostly it would be so that other boats could see where I am if they didn't notice me. I'd show up on their chart plotter, or on their computer, or on their tablet, whatever they're using to navigate. I would show up there as visible, and it would describe that, hey, I'm in a 17-foot long red kayak, keep an eye out, essentially. When I'm paddling in an area where I think I'm worried, like an open water crossing, and I'm worried about boat traffic, I'll just do a Securite on VHF. I was going to bring my VHF with me today, and I forgot. I need to be doing that when I'm paddling here, just because there is so much boat traffic. So, those are the two products, really one's a feature, but two products that I want Garmin to make. Garmin already makes AIS devices, but they're all for big boats. There's nothing handheld. I want something that is integrated, because I don't have too many wants and desires. I want it to be integrated into a VHF handheld radio. That would be the perfect thing. So get to work on that, Garmin. Both those items, I expect them by Christmas 2022. That would be nice. That looks dangerous. It's close. That was current. And once I get out here, there's wind and current. So the first 3 miles is going to fly. There's a boat crossing my path. First 3 miles is going to fly. The second 3 miles is going to crawl. I particularly like that it was a public safety boat that cut in front of me just then. I assume they saw me, but they didn't slow down until they were past me. Just realized at the beginning of this, I said it was 6 miles and I hope to do it in an hour. I'm not paddling 6 knots, that's for damn sure. I cruise at around 3.5 knots. I can sprint to 4.5, but not for long. I am not a fast paddler by any stretch, but 3 knots I can handle. I might be in 4 knots of current right now. So I think I see my turnaround already. It has been 20 minutes. With a current, and that would be 3 miles. I'm probably still a half a mile out. We'll do some math when we get there, figure out how fast we can. So that traffic noise is my turnaround. I don't know what bridge this is, but my plan was to paddle to this bridge. It is not quite 30 minutes. And it was, I think, 3.5 miles, which makes me doing around 6 knots, give or take. I am not paddling 6 knots, which means it's current, which means I am going to have a workout paddling back. I'm going to take 5 minutes here as I cross under the bridge. I'm going to take 5 minutes here, get some water, and turn it around. That is super fun. Not going to be as much fun going back, that is for sure. Actually, just for fun, let's pop into this marina real quick. Here is a Corsair 880 trimaran that looks like it would be fun to play with. Carbon fiber mast. That is super sexy. Okay, that was some fun boat shopping, dream boat shopping. It's time for me to head back, so we will start the return timer now. Actually, we're going to start it when we get to the bridge, because I'm about 4 minutes from the bridge, so let's be accurate. And I'm curious to see how much longer the trip back takes as opposed to the trip out. Okay, I am back at the bridge. And clock starts now. 3.3 miles return. It took me a half an hour coming out. Let's see how fast we can do it going back. Going to use every trick to beat this current and to beat the wind. Trick number 1, we're going to stay really close to the shoreline. There's a flag. Wind is coming from over there, but it's going to wrap around a lot down here at water level. See, right now I'm feeling it on my face. Still got the wind in my face, but tucked in here close to the shore, the current isn't bad. This is where you really have to focus on stroke. Current's not too bad in here either. Staying close, but I can see up ahead I'm about to get hit with current. Get around this pier, I'm going to get hit with current. I'm going to scoot right to the other side and then again stay in nice and close. Scooting to the other side just a little shorten the route that I have to do. See it on these pilings. Not as bad as when I was coming out, but still noticeable. Okay, here I am feeling full effect of wind and current. And I'm still moving, but it's definitely more work. It is beautiful out here, though. Kind of can't imagine owning a house right here with a beach on the water. Blow my mind. And not a kayak in sight. Okay, now we're gonna continue straight to the other side. That'll get us out of the wind. But we're going to have some nasty current getting there. Big wind now. Almost in protection of the shore. Oh yeah, big gust. Okay, that's 30 minutes. And I thought that this was my inlet, but I think I could be wrong. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm not there yet. Probably another half mile. But that's 30 minutes, so let's see how much past 30 minutes it takes me. And I think, yes, coming around this point past my no wake sign means I am back. Still have a little bit of a paddle to get to the boat ramp. Oh, that wind just picked up. But that took me 5 minutes, so 35 minutes to get to here. I can see the van. I just gotta slog through this wind and I'm back. So probably 40 minutes back, 30 minutes out, 40 minutes back. That's pretty good, seeing as how the wind and the water were both fighting me. Hey, if you enjoy this stuff, hit like, hit subscribe, buy me a cup of coffee on Coffee. There's a link down below. My books are available on Amazon and Apple Books. I am available for private lessons. Reach out to me. And I also do stroke analysis for free. So if you want to get your forward stroke wired as we're sliding into the paddling season, sliding in, I'm paddling. Paddling season's here. If you want to get your stroke wired, reach out to me, Brett at adventureotaku.com. Otherwise, I'll see you outside.